If you've enjoyed this channel, blah 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 blah. Hey up peeps, I am Moobit and welcome to the MC Ages server. It is episode 4, I think. It is 4. And yeah, we'll start things off as we tend to do inside our pirate ship in a bottle, but we're not going to be spending most of the episode inside today. We're going to be spending it outside. As you can see on the right there's our kelp farm we made last episode. More on that in future. We'll be expanding that as we get the resources. But yes, as you can see from the walls here, our lighthouse entrance is red and white, as lighthouses tend to be. And as you can see from the bottom there, I've started making it blend in a bit more with Everwinter by surrounding it in ice. Because we're going to be building a big ice spike around this thing with a melted side on the left as you're looking at it. And as you can see, I've made a start on the bottom and there's some soul sand at the top because I'm trying to get the shape for the top and kind of figure out how wide it's going to be and things like that. And I've been quite busy because, as you can see here, we've got Silk-Touch. Oh yes! We have finally got Silk-Touch, which means we can finally stock up on ice and make everything pretty and frozen, just like the town over the bridge there. But yes, we're going to do lots of stages to this, I think. But a little tip for you is, as you can see there with the soul sand, you can get sand or soul sand or something along those lines. It's easy to take down. You can make shapes with that and keep shaping it and shaping it until you're happy. And then you just simply replace the outer sand blocks with whatever it is, in this case ice. So I'm going to be doing that in the form of a third-person time-lapse, I think. And hopefully this should be quite a fun episode, because it's quite perilous up there, and I'm probably going to fall to my death on multiple occasions. And as you can see, hopefully we'll have time to make some rock crevices and everything around the lighthouse. Because as you can see at the moment, the lighthouse is just floating in the water. We need to put a stop to that, of course. But yeah, I'll see you in the time-lapse. And in today's time-lapse talky thing, I want to talk about filming channel stuff. Yeah, that's right. Team Reflector is now officially an entity. Myself, Nick and Dean have come together to form a supergroup in a way that we only know how. And yeah, our first project is with a lovely gentleman called Robert, who is from Sheffield. And he has been recently diagnosed with what was called Asperger's, is now called ASD, or Autism Spectrum Disorder, as an adult. And we're making a documentary about him, because it's not just about his actual illness, although he's quite candid about that. He is a musician, he's also a fellow filmmaker, makes a lot of artsy kind of installations in various galleries around the sort of South Yorkshire area. But he's also an urban explorer. For those who don't know, urban exploration is, in Europe at least, it's referring to people who explore abandoned and derelict buildings. He goes around, takes photos and makes little short films and things about these buildings, and he finds that is a good way of coping with his ASD. It's a really interesting chap and a very interesting film. At least I hope it'll be interesting, because I'm the one that's editing the damn thing, so no pressure there then. If it sounds interesting to you and you're curious, just search for hashtag Team Reflector on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the rest of it. And follow our pages for updates on that. Hopefully, we're recording this on the 17th of October. Hopefully within a week or two we should have a rough first cut for that. There is a trailer out at the moment. It is on my own channel, youtube.com/Moobit, and it's also on the Team Reflector YouTube channel and the Team Reflector Facebook page. So plenty of options to go and see it. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. I'm planning a whole series of these things, following lots of different people. I've got 5 queued up at the moment. One following a woman, a PhD person who is one of the leading experts and campaigners in trying to get cannabis legalised, so that would be a very interesting one to do. We've got one with a boxer, one with a dancer, we've got one with a group of 3, I guess they'll hate me for saying this, but elderly gents now, who cycled from South Yorkshire to Paris in aid of prostate cancer. And they go around campaigning about the same around the country. So They're some awesome dudes as well. We've met them a couple of times now. And yeah, if that is of any interest to you, the links will be in the description below. And without further ado, let's get back on to the MC Ages server. Now you see, here we go. So that's the soul sand taken out. It's looking okay. This is the opposite side to the bridge. I'm undecided. I don't know. I don't know if I've gone too wide here. See, I've just got to check it from different angles, I suppose. As you know, I'm no builder, so I'm going to swim over to the bridge. By the way, this new swimming mechanic in 1.13 is amazing. I love it. Cobble here. That's going to show you where the cliffs are going. But let's go from the bridge side. Hang on. Here we go. Now you see, that's looking better. So I'm trying to put some depth in it as well. And lots of different ice. So I can get some blue ice. That might make it better as well. But that's pretty rare, and I've not really found much yet. I'm going to carry on. I'm going to keep climbing. I'm not going to keep jumping down and give you tiny updates. I'll when I get to somewhere where it's sort of finished, I'll come back and show you what it's looking like. Okay, and we're back, and that's looking a lot better now. I'll put some depth and some different coloured things in. At least I think so. This is the back side. I'm a little bit happier with that. I might still tweak it as I go along. But let's check it from the little iceberg on this side here. And this is the side I struggled with. This is the one where you're not going to see any of the melted bits. And I worry it might look a bit too chunky and not look like a lighthouse anymore. So let's have a look. It's okay, I guess. Maybe I should melt away some of the where the light would be spinning round. I mean, that would be logical. Or make it taller? I don't know. I don't know. I'm no builder, as you know. And you'll see when I go to the bridge side, that's what I kind of concentrated on more. Because that's where people are walking towards my base from the bridge. So let me show you that. Here we go, and spin. Yeah, see, that's looking better for me. I've tried to put some stalactites coming off it. I might put some stalagmites on the floor as well, and it's melting already. And day 2, I fixed the meltingness, and as you can see, I've reached a point now where I think I'm relatively happy with this now, at least for now, for my skill level as a builder. But that's kind of the view you get as you're walking along the bridge. And I might even take some more, like this bit here, this little curve. I might take that out to expose more of the lighthouse. I think that's probably a good idea. But yeah, I'll show you this melted side, if you will. It's supposed to be like stalactites and just chunks left where it's dropping out onto the floor. Like there where I'm pointing, I'm going to get some glass panes and put that on the edge so it comes to like a little bit of a point. But I mean, this angle I think looks really good. For me, at least, anyway. I'm really happy with that angle, and I'm quite happy with the angle from the bridge. I put some cobblestone down, as you can see here. This was all just grass. And trying to... You know, I'm going to leave... Shall I leave that in there? I think I'll leave that there. And I've started on the cliff, as you can see here. I'm going to put a little bit of a rock pool here. Might even put some fish in there, if I can fish some. And I've started like digging away at the ice here to make more like sort of ice cave kind of a thing. I'm quite happy with this side now. It does look a bit fat still, but it looks like it's supposed to be. So like you could walk through here and this would be like it's all melted and it's like an ice cave. And there might be a little secret entrance into a bat cave or something that I'll have open to the community in the future. I'm not quite decided. But I'll give you the iceberg view. See, it's still a bit fat on the bottom. I don't know where to put some more shape into it either side. But, you know, I put some depth in there. I put some blue ice in there. I put some glass panes and some blue glass up the top there. So, for now, I'm going to leave it. And I'll keep tweaking it as the series goes on, I think. But, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, that right-hand side where I'm just pointing, I was just pointing, I might make that a bit more going out towards the ship in the bottle there. But we'll see. But there's a cliff down there. Tried to make it a bit jaggedy and meh. I'm going to put some different types of stone in there to break it up. So, but, you know, I've started with cobblestone for now just to get the basic structure. And I think that's where there's going to be like a... I don't know, to bring it all the way down to there. I'm going to kind of tail it off towards the edge there. Oh, God. Oh, I'm drowning. Go, 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 go. I hate when that happens. But you can see, look, I'm trying to put some shape underneath it. And this side's looking okay. I put a little bit of a chunk in the middle just to give it some more shape. And then down there is going to be a cave, which I might make an entrance into, like where I think I'm going to put the bat cave. I'm not quite sure yet. But that'll just be for show, the bat cave. There won't be anything, like, practical in there. But yeah, for now, to say I'm not a builder, I think I'm relatively happy with this. But if you've got any suggestions in the comments, let me know, and I can keep adding to it as and when I desire. But like here, I'm going to put if I dig it all out, let's see if I can get down here. Hang on. You should be able to get to the inside of the sort of caves here that I've made. I'm going to dig all this out completely, maybe replace it with a wooden floor, like slats going across like that, like beams. We could tie them into the actual cave, and then maybe put wood and some bits of glass so you can see down into the back cave underneath. I'm not quite sure. I've got a few ideas for this area actually. I'm just kind of hedging my bets, but there's still water underneath here, and that's going to take ages. And I'm going to do that on another episode. But for now, I'm going to leave that there. I hope you enjoyed this episode of MC Ages. I have been Moobit, as always, and I'll see you at the next episode, where we're going to start building our shop, which is very, very exciting, let me tell you. Ta-ra!
I like to move it.